Welcome to Mama Cat's Home. Today I'm going to show you a super small Sam's haul and a super small Walmart haul, but I'm going to put it all together with our menu plan. I'm going to do the Sam's part first, then we're going to run to Walmart and get the things we need. But we wanted to come home before we went to Walmart because we have milk and butter and meat. Okay, so I'm going to start over here and I'm going to give you the prices, but I do not have my purse with me right now, so I don't have the receipt, so I don't know the exact price. I'm going to just kind of round it out for you. So this right here is Frisky's Gravy Pleasers. This is the shreds and the meaty bits. We have started giving wet food to our cat every day, and she's over here just hanging out. Hello, Daisy. Anyway, she's already had her food today. We've started giving her this, and we give her dry food as well. Vet said it was good to give a cat wet food because as they get older, they don't drink as much, and the wet food helps them stay hydrated. I don't know how it works, but anyway, I noticed that since she started having this, she has lost some weight, but she still has her dry food too. So we got that. It was $21 and some change, to say $22. I'm just going to round it up unless I have the price. This right here is boneless, chuck roast. Two of them, they were $15.89 for that, and we were not planning on buying this or this, but whenever we find it on reduced, we go ahead and buy it because we freeze it. And we were supposed to have pork chops tonight for dinner. We're going to have roast instead. We're just going to put one of them in the freezer, put one of them in the crock pot, and get it going in a little bit. Alright, this is bacon, real bacon crumbles. It's let's see, you can see it on the back. I buy this for our salads and to do things like breakfast burritos and a breakfast casserole, different things like that. It's already cooked, makes it easy. It's like, I'm going to round it up so it'll be about $11. And this is unsalted butter. There are 4 4-ounce sticks in each one. This was $12 and some change, so almost $13. Milk price has gone up to $3.50 a gallon. Really don't like that, but we're not having to buy as much because I'm not drinking it as much, so I'm getting my lactose-free kind. Okay, and then this is ground chuck. It's 80/20, and it was $17.45. It's a little over it's almost 7 pounds. So I got that, and this was another not planned thing, but I had been thinking about getting some was trying to decide where I wanted to get it because I was trying to find the best prices. This is 2-pound packages with no MSG, no artificial preservatives, flavors, colors, anything like that. So I do like to buy it from there. And what I'll do is I'll split it. I'll probably make some into patties, and the rest of it I'll just put it like I do my hamburger meat, flatten it out. And I may just show you guys my prep. I think I will do that in this video. I'll just show you how I'm putting all this stuff up as well. But anyway, this was it was not even $5 a piece. And to find it without MSG and all that other crap, I'm going to do it. So anyway, we're going to run to Walmart. Then I'm going to show you what I got. And then I will show you the prep of how we put all this up and how I'm cooking this. And then, after I do that, I'll show you the menu plan. We are shopping later this week because my husband's schedule, this whole month, we've shopped later than what we normally would have. So anyway, I'll see you in a second. Okay, I told you it was going to be a little tiny bit because we didn't need much. This was an impulse buy because I haven't had these things in years. So decided to get some. Alright, so we got some tea. We got 2 things of that. That's 24 in each one, so it's 48 gallons of tea. This was $1.68. Oh, this was like $1.20 something. And got some moose tracks because my son wanted it. This was $3, I want to say. Yeah, I don't have my receipt again. Sorry, I'm not doing great this time. And then we got 25 pounds of sugar. This was $7.60. I do remember that. Anyway, so that's what we got, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to do roast after I put this this ice cream and stuff away. I'm going to show you how that I do the roast, and then I'm going to show you how I do the hamburger meat and the sausage and all of that stuff. And this goes into this right here. So that'll be done later. That's flour and bread flour in there. So I'll show you the roast next. Okay, now I'm going to show you how I'm going to do the roast. And what I'm going to do first is put in some kosher salt. You can use whatever kind of salt you want. I sometimes use the pink Himalayan salt, but I'm trying to do it quickly because I'm doing this and I have to grind the pink Himalayan salt. But I'm going to have to grind my pepper too. So it's black pepper all over the bottom. Then I put my roast in there. And now I'm going to take my gloves off because I don't need those anymore because I'm not touching the meat anymore. Now, I wouldn't normally wear gloves, but since I'm doing this for my video and I don't want to have to wash my hands over and over again, I'm just going to do it like this. Alright, and this is a huge chunk of meat, so that's a lot of salt it looks like, but it's not really. Alright, more salt and more pepper. That grinded really weirdly. I don't know. But, this is just a simple thing that I do. And then, whole potatoes washed. Just stick them around everywhere. And then, this is some purple onion that I had in the refrigerator. Just stick that in, some onion all over. And I have white onion here, or yellow onion actually is what it is. Just stick that on there. So simple to do this. Alright, these, they're still partially frozen, but carrots, they look ugly, but it's carrots that I had processed and put in the freezer. And these are baby carrots. Oh, they're still frozen too. Well, anywho, we're just going to chunk those in there too. And yes, I have a band-aid on my finger. I probably should have left a glove on that finger too because of it. Because I would have been able to use the finger. I got cut with a magnet. Have you ever? I don't know. Anyways. And then about a little over actually, a half a stick of butter. And then you turn it on high with your lid on it. You turn it on high like 6 to 8 hours and you let it cook. Your house smells delicious and you have supper. So easy. Okay, so I told you guys I was going to show you how I process the rest of this stuff, but I'm not going to show you how I'm going to do the other roast because I'm just going to stick it in here and stick it in the freezer. So it's that simple. And now I'm going to show you after I get everything moved around and move the camera. Probably going to go to the table or something. I don't know yet. I'll show you how I do the hamburger meat, which is so easy, and the sausage. Alright, now I'm going to show you how I'm going to do the sausage and the hamburger, how I'm going to put that away. First I'm going to do the sausage. And this pack, I'll be just putting, since this is 2 pounds, I'm going to put in a pound in each little bag, and I'm going to use quart size bag, and I have a glass cutting board here because glass they can clean up and not have any issues of anything. Plus I'll spray my thieves everywhere too, so there won't be any contamination because we don't need any contamination. Okay, actually I know this is 2 pounds, but I think what I'm going to do is do it just a little bit less than what I think that's the way I'm going to do it, because that'll be fine. And then this I'll just use for something else. But what I have here is quart size Ziploc bags. I already have them all open for me. And I'm going to put, well, these 2 are quart, and the others are gallon. But what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to kind of, I know it's not going to be perfect and I'm going to have to separate it, but I'm going to go ahead and kind of cut this into patties. And then that one's kind of small. But that's the way I like them, thin. But anyway, for me anyway, I always like this size would be for me, and the bigger ones would be for my husband and son, like this size. Anyway, I'm going to take this whole roll and do like this with the patties and put them in. I mean, they don't have to be perfect. Who cares if they're perfect? I mean, I don't. Some people do. Put them in a bag, and I'm just going to put all of them in a bag, and then I can take out however many I need. I'm going to put a single layer. However many of them I need. Like if I want 1, I can take out 1 and cook it. If I want 4, I can take out 4 and cook it. If I want the whole pack, I can take the whole pack out and I can cook it. But, anyway, I'm going to do this whole thing like that real quick. I grabbed some new gloves because those got sausage all over them, and that's why I buy them in bulk. Okay, so this is all done, which I did get more sausage all over the bags than I normally do because, I don't know, but it's going to go in the freezer and I can wipe the outside off. But these 2 bags, what I'll do is I'll just mash them out, and that way if I want to make Hoppin' John soup or something that calls for sausage, like breakfast sausage that is scrambled, all I've got to do is take this out of the freezer, and it's going to thaw easily, quickly, and that will be ready for me whenever I start to cook up something, a casserole, like a breakfast casserole or something that I just need to have ground up sausage in. Plus, it takes up less space that way. So the sausage is done. I'm going to throw it in the freezer real quick. Wipe this up because I really don't like sausage and pork, beef and pork mixing if you're not cooking it together. That may be weird, but that's just me. I'm going to put this in the freezer real quick, and I'll be right back. All right, now it's time for the hamburger meat. Okay, I know that tomorrow we're supposed to have hamburgers, and I do have those already ready in the freezer, but since I bought this, I'm just going to use some of it instead. So I'm going to need some hamburger meat for hamburgers tomorrow, and then I know Sunday we're having goulash, so I need some hamburger for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a good portion of this, and I'm just going to go ahead and put it in one bag and stick that in the refrigerator. That way tomorrow I can pat out my hamburgers, and I can, if I choose to, go ahead and cook up my ground beef so that my ground beef crumble. That way I'll have it ready for Sunday, and it'll be an even quicker quick meal. But I'm going to show you how I do this. Well, I'm going to try to anyway. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it open. So, take this off, throw this away. Now I'm going to take part of it, like I said, probably about this much for 2 meals, maybe a little bit more, because we're having burgers and the other. That'll be enough for those 2 meals for us to have. And what I'll do is stick this in the refrigerator, but before I stick it in the refrigerator, I'll wrap it in saran wrap because I've touched it with the raw meat. Now, I don't know if that's weird. I don't know if other people do it. That's just how I do it. Okay, so then I'm going to portion this out into 4 more meals, and then that'll be 6 meals. We can have chili, we can have spaghetti, we can have more goulash, we can have, I don't know, something that calls for ground beef. So all I do, and I'm going to put all these in bags, and I'm not going to show you all that because there's no sense in wasting your time. But I'm going to do the same thing, except this is going to have a lot more in it. I'm going to just flatten it out. Now, this one's going in the refrigerator, and it's got more meat in it, so it would normally be smaller, but it's not. Now, if I was doing burgers, I'd go ahead and pat that out and put it in the bag. If I was doing meatballs, I'd go ahead and do that. If I was making meatloaf, I'd go ahead and make up my meatloaf and do that. But since I'm only using this as ground beef for crumbles, and, well, this is beef for burger and crumble, I'm just going to stick it in my bag, and I'm going to let it be like that. And I knew how many bags I was going to have to use. That is one thing that I have learned. I always take my bags out, and I open them up before I get started. That way I don't have to touch the box again, and I don't have to, like, you know, if something did happen, I would wash my hands and do it all over. But that way I don't have to wash my hands over and over again. My hands are dry enough as it is. I could have used a quart-sized bag for this, but anyway, I don't have to think about my hands being in the meat contaminating my packaging. So I just flatten it out, and I'm going to show you the menu plan next. Alright, this is the menu plan. London broil was Monday. Like I said, today is Thursday. We've already eaten some of this stuff. London broil was Monday. Tuesday was turkey pot pie. Wednesday was chicken strips. Tonight we were supposed to have pork chops, but like I told you, I got that great deal on the roast, so that's what's in the crock pot. And it's been in there for a little while, so I'll show you it in just a minute. And tomorrow's burgers. Saturday is leg quarters. Sunday we're having lunch at church. We're having a burger burn, which means we're going to eat grilled burgers and hot dogs. And then that night we're having goulash. And we're supposed to go to the farm on Sunday after church too. So, which it doesn't open to 1. Church will be, we probably won't go there till like 2. So, I'm going to show you what the roast looks like right now. It's been in there for a few hours. I did lay down for a few minutes because I only had like 4.5 hours of sleep last night. Yeah, I'm still trying to get used to everybody's schedules. Alright, this is what the roast looks like. Some of the carrots, that carrot got a little burn on the side. The roast is down there. It's not done, of course. It hasn't been long enough to be done yet. See it, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, the carrots don't look great because they are frozen carrots, or ones that I froze and everything. But by the time everything is done, it'll be fine. It'll all taste good. It'll all get down to the juices, or it makes its own juice plus the butter, and it'll be delicious. I'll insert a picture so you guys can see what it looks like after it's done, maybe on the plate. I don't know yet, maybe both. But anyways, you'll see whenever you get it, I guess, whenever you see the video. But anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching and putting up with my crazy. And remember, don't take any wood nickels, and be sweet.